why did it feel like we were thriving in college, and why is it like such a different experience? I feel like a huge part of it is like living close to your community, like being able to see each other like on a daily, weekly basis,
and like do every aspect of your life with people.
Yeah, like if we thrived that way, then why not like try to recreate it?
Yeah, your life is fully in your own hands, and like take that, you know?
Yeah,
take that and run with it.
Yeah, but like just because you're smart doesn't mean you're going to like get the furthest in life, and like it doesn't mean that you're going to be like more successful at work. I don't think about like who is like smarter than me per se, but it's more like this person's really capable at their job.
Yeah. All right.
Today is the hottest day we've had yet.
Yeah.
In New York City.
It's currently 81 degrees and it's not even noon yet.
It feels like it's 100.
Like I feel like I'm breathing in particles of humid air.
Yeah. Like the air is like maple syrup.
Yeah, there's an air quality alert.
Ugh.
But even in the midst of this heat, there are many people going out this weekend. In particular, we've seen a lot of people with caps and gowns strolling the streets of Manhattan.
All of like the cute places in Manhattan, like the Empire State Building,
Bryant Park,
the Met,
or the Met Museum. And the Met Cloisters,
which is also a museum.
Oh, 2 separate locations. Yeah, parks, subway stations. I don't know how cute those are, but it's vibes.
Wait, you know? Yeah. Every restaurant I go to, there's like a group of people who are wearing caps and gowns.
Yeah. So congrats to the graduates.
Yeah.
We were seeing like the Empire State like change colors at night for like the different schools that we're graduating to. That was cute.
That is cute.
Yeah, it made me a little scenty, low-key. I like, last night I went back and flipped through some of the grad posts that we made like 4 years ago. Oh my gosh, 4 freaking years ago.
7 years ago.
One thing that like my freshman year roommate did before I knew Carol, for Halloween freshman year, we did like a little photo shoot of us in our onesie costumes. Like in the hallway of our dorm. And then senior year during like grad photo shoots, we went back to our dorm, went to the same hallway, and like in our grad dresses we're like taking photos with the same poses, and we posted that onesie photo next to like our grad photos, and our school Instagram reposted that. So
it did. We'll put it right here.
Yeah, anyway, I like dug that up yesterday and I sent it to my freshman roommate, and I was like, that was 4 years ago and almost 8 years ago that we took that first photo. Yeah, and a group of us were like sitting in Bryant Park celebrating someone's birthday on the other side of the couch. And one of our friends was like, we can no longer call ourselves new grads nor post grads. We're just adults now. Like, what's the label after grad? Just adult. And we're just here. There's a new graduating class. Then we are pushed out of grad territory, you know?
True.
Anyway, so we thought that we'd share with you some of our senti thoughts. Okay, maybe just my senti thoughts, but other, like, lessons that...
Her senti thoughts, my practical solutions.
Thank you, consultant. Thank you.
For your new grad life.
For your new grad life.
But also, if you're not a new grad, just sent with us.
Sent with us. Yeah.
And comment your
lessons.
Your lessons there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From 4 years of adulthood.
4 score and...
I do feel like I'm a completely different person.
Whoa.
Do you feel that? I feel like a completely different person since, like, from the one who walked across the stage with a little cap on and was so excited to move to New York City and see the world.
Wait, yeah, you've been really, like, winded by life.
Especially this morning as we're breathing maple syrup air.
Oh my gosh. I'm literally dying right now. What if we quickly talk about our experience graduating and how it felt to, like, get hit by it first?
Yeah.
And then,
okay. Cool. Okay.
You go.
Wait, no, can you go first?
Okay.
Let me think.
So senior year we went to a frat party on Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
The two of us. We were like, well, we got to experience everything senior year.
Yeah.
So we don't regret anything.
Yeah.
So we went to a frat party. I think you danced on a table.
You did. Oh no. Like, people were trying to pull both of us onto the table, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we were like, should we do it? Should we do it? And
they
then
were
we left.
definitely all like sophomores. And it was like during COVID and we were the only one who wore a mask. I wasn't trying to get sick. Or it was like post-COVID, but you know, like the bug was still there. I feel like if I were listening to this right now as a senior, I would be like, wow, like there's life after graduation. Like I didn't even think beyond what was currently happening right now, which is like you're taking grad photos, you're like getting your cap and gown, make sure you get that.
Oh, true. They run out. Well,
they do
if you go to a public school.
True. Yeah, and like I was like just friggin' la-di-daing with my friends because we like senior year we didn't have that many finals. I was like trying to
spontaneous trips.
Yeah.
We like spontaneously went to San Diego for a weekend.
Oh, we did. That was fun.
I like packed my stuff like 40 minutes before you guys got in the car.
Oh yeah. We were like, let's just go.
Yeah. Spontaneously went to Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Drove 14 hours home.
I remember that. Yeah, I feel like this is like the time of your life. Yeah, like not thinking about post-grad at all. Being like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for a 9 to 5. Anyway.
That was only Carol.
And then...
I knew better.
Okay. And then I remember on the last day of finals, we had a party.
We did. Because Carol was going to fly out the next morning.
Yeah. And then... Or I think it was like a birthday thing.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah. And because my birthday's always on the last day of finals.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that was 4 years ago.
Yeah. And then we had a party at our apartment.
Yeah.
And it felt like everyone and their mom came because it was also like everyone's last day.
Last time seeing each other. Last time. We were just always going out, like... being like, this is the last, this could be the last, this is the last. Like,
yeah. And then that was like genuinely the last. And I was like, I think flying out at like 6 a.m. the next day. Yeah, and so I'd like packed everything. And I remember like my like core memory is like me, Cinder, and like our third roommate. And we were just like sitting in like a kumbaya circle. And we were just like sobbing our eyes out. But I don't even know if it hit us really, like that we were really leaving. It just felt like all of the feelings of like living together and like all of the memories that we made living together during COVID.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like very special to be able to have done your college years with your roommates.
And I think like we in that moment knew how precious that was. Like even if we didn't know what was gonna come next, like good or bad, we knew that what we had up to that point was so good.
Yeah.
Was such a huge blessing.
Yeah.
And so like saying goodbye to that like permanently.
Yeah, we got senti for sure.
Gosh, bro.
Yeah.
When she says kumbaya, it was like our like arms were like...
Well, yeah, we were like this and then we really saw.
Yeah, like over each other's like shoulders and shoulders and faces and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've never cried like that before. I feel like we're Asian enough where we don't show like that much feeling around each other.
Yeah.
Like we do this podcast together, but like yesterday I was reading her birthday card to me and she was like, oh, like
we're like best friends, right? But it's like really hard to say, right?
I did say that. Thank you for exposing me onto the pod.
And then in parentheses,
it's really hard to say.
I almost wrote ha, but I didn't have enough space.
Yeah, so I feel like we're Asian enough where we don't show emotion like that.
Right, yeah.
And like we just like we like make food for each other and that's how we like show our love to each other.
I'm like, you want a mandarin?
Yeah, like I'll peel a mandarin for you. She peels my mandarins. Anyway,
we're so Asian.
I know. Yeah, so we were just like sobbing in front of each other, and that was when I knew. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, we've never done something like that up to that point, and we haven't since, really, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it was just waves hitting.
Yeah.
Like, I remember feeling like uncontrolled. I couldn't even like understand what I was feeling.
Yeah,
in that moment. Okay, and this is all in the context of, again, this was her birthday party. And there are just people over hanging out or like drinking.
Oh, yeah.
And people are just
who did
watching.
not understand.
Yeah. Like, people like were turning and watching and being like,
we were just like in the middle of the room. Like kumbayaing, and then like everybody's like, oh.
It was so
like they were trying to like avert their eyes.
Yeah. They were like,
yeah, well, like we could have gone to the room, but it's fine.
I don't know. Do you remember why it hit us?
I don't really remember.
We were just kind of looking at each other, I think, and then it just started, And then some of our guy friends were, like, taking pictures around us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have a picture of it, I think.
Yeah, we'll try to find it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like all of senior year, it was like, oh, la, 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 like, let's have the time of our lives. And then, like, the last day, we were like, frick.
By nature, I'm, like, someone who, like, feels hard. Like...
No way.
Okay, the pod listeners might not know that.
Right, okay.
So,
Bye.
and I think for the most part, I feel things in the moment. But that was one of the first, like, big moments in my life where I consciously knew that I wasn't processing, like, everything in real time. And I think it was just because it was so huge. And there were so many things, like, facets of college that I was saying goodbye to. You know, the life, the community, yeah. And going into, like, the unknown. So, like, not knowing what was going to change and what that was going to look like. So it's hard to even mentally prepare. Yeah, I remember in, like, the weeks and, like, months of, like, that summer break before we started work following graduation, it was, like, slowly, like, piece by piece processing what we were saying bye to.
Yeah. And then, like, that summer is like also the time of your life. So like we went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how our parents let us do that, but they just were like, yes,
just lived it.
Be free birds.
Wow.
And then we went to Costa Rica.
We did.
We saw
did so many trips.
Yeah, we did do so many trips. Cinder got COVID.
I became a super spreader to like 20 other people in a class.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, like, we moved to New York. Everything was, like, such a whirlwind. And I don't know if we, like, ever really got to, like, catch our breath.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, my flight that I flew out of the next day after the last day of, like, that party.
Your flight that you flew out of the next day
I flew out of a flight. Anyway, the flight that I flew, like, after the last day, I went straight to, like, Greece because I was like going on a trip.
Oh, right.
So I went straight to Greece and I like was like having fun partying it up in Greece, and then I like came home. We were like going to Costa Rica soon. Like I went on a trip with my family. I don't know. It was just like a bunch of stuff happening that summer. And then we were preparing to like move to New York. So then we were like, okay, pack.
Yeah.
Okay, one-way ticket. Okay, let's go. And then we went to New York, and then
and
what?
then whirlwind here too, like immediately start apartment hunting.
Oh yeah.
Figuring out like the subway systems, and then people are moving all the time, so there's housewarmings and new parties and meeting new people.
Yeah.
Getting adjusted to the city, getting sick all the time because there's so many germs in the city. Yeah, wow. And then you had like orientation, so they flew you out to Florida.
Oh yeah.
And then you came back and they were like, we're flying you out again.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of excitement, like, don't get us wrong, for like what was ahead. And like all the adventure that like we couldn't even like imagine for ourselves at that point. But college was such a good time, and I think we knew that like somewhere, at least like I was like, we're never gonna be able to experience this kind of like doing life again. Yeah, I was mega sad, bro. I was mega sad. Like in the moments between when I could catch my breath, I mostly think of like when I had COVID and I had to be locked in my room for 2 weeks. I was like journaling a lot and feeling like I couldn't get full closure for some reason. Like I looked back on some of my journal entries and I kept saying like, I don't know what I didn't get to say bye to, and it hasn't hit me, and like, what am I missing? It felt like a little empty, I think, for a minute. And that summer too was because we were moving to New York, like spending so much time with like all the people that we loved back home. I spent like so much time with my mom, and I feel like those relationships were like growing deeper, and appreciation for each other was growing too. So when I got on that one-way ticket, I just sobbed for like 4.5 hours straight, or however long the flight was. Yeah. And the lady next to me, like, we ended up like striking up conversation. She was like, where are you coming from, and are you okay?
Now that I think back, and like everyone says college is like the best time of your life, like take advantage of it, all this stuff, like I feel like that's common advice. I feel like a lot of people who like don't like New York City, they'll say things like, oh, like people who live in New York like just don't want to grow out of their college days.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And so what? And like it's true, like but I was also thinking about like, why did it feel like we were thriving in college, and why is it like such a different experience and such like a golden age in our life?
Right.
And I feel like a huge part of it is like living close to your community, like being able to see each other like on a daily, weekly basis, like see each other in passing, like,
and like do every aspect of your life with people.
Yeah. And like, yeah, if you wanted to like play tennis after school, like you would just call people up and go. Like I feel like,
when did you play tennis? When did you go to school?
I went to class sometimes.
I don't know where you pulled that example from. Okay. It was like out of left field.
Okay. Anyway, there were some people who played tennis. Anyways. But like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like college was such a special time because of like the proximity to people and food and things to do. Yeah. And I like, yes, like we should grow up. Like in a sense, like there's more responsibilities, there's adulting that you have to do.
Right.
But I feel like the community aspect, personally, I'm like, I think that's a really, really beautiful thing.
I think so too.
Yeah. And I'm like, what if the reason why humans thrived in that environment is because we're built to be that? Like, we're social animals. Like, what if we're built to live in those types of communities?
Actually, yeah, I've been thinking about that recently. The Bible study we're doing right now is like through Acts, which is like a book about like how the early church started. And at the time, like what's documented is like they lived together, like in one like physical neighborhood. And they ate together and they worked together, and like your people were like right around you, and you did all of life together. And it reminded me too of like what my mom said before the Cultural Revolution in China. Like her grandparents and her great grandparents used to live like in one neighborhood together on a farm, and that entire neighborhood was the Shu family, which was my mom's side. Like it was all one physical family, and they all grew rice together, and that's like, it was a rice farm, and they traded rice with like the people who brought noodles from the city, kind of thing.
Dang.
And like that's how they lived. And I feel like I hear that in other cultures too. Like you have a neighborhood, and I think today we think of that as pretty like outdated or old, maybe because like of globalization or like, I don't know, cities.
Yeah.
But when things were simpler, that's how we built our lives. And I feel like there's like validity in that, in like going back to our roots a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like, yeah, like if we thrived that way, then why not like try to recreate it? Yeah.
And so I feel like when we like have opportunities to do that here, or when we feel that,
yeah,
like, I don't know, when we moved to LIC and we were like, oh, we can like spontaneously hit up friends for like board games, or I don't know, yesterday like we had dinner and then we we're like, should we just go back and sit on the couch and just like
watch TV
and have no plans, because we can just keep doing life together and not feel in a rush to the next thing or the next person or the next community. Yeah, there's like rest that's like there too, and enjoyment of each other and doing life with each other that I feel like you can't quite get if you're like bopping between meals and between people.
Or like I'm thinking about like if you live in LA, and yes, there's like communities, I guess, within LA, obviously, but like if you live in friggin' Culver City and your friend lives in like friggin' Venice Beach, I don't know why you would live
Palm Springs.
That's
Summertime
nowhere close.
is everything.
Oh.
It's from the California Girls rap.
Oh. Anyways, you'd have to drive like up to an hour, maybe even longer than an hour to like see each other.
True.
And like you're not even like that physically like mileage wise like that far, but you have to commute, you have to get stuck in traffic. Like I feel like LA is not built to foster like community living. And I feel like New York City does that. And like we live in this small lovely neighborhood called Long Island City.
Yeah, it's really small, really lovely.
She hates it. Anyways, but like even here, because LIC is kind of like this triangle shape, and we're like on the edge of Queens, and like within this little triangle, like there's a Trader Joe's, there are like gyms, there's a bunch of different apartment buildings, and as you're just walking through LIC, you will maybe like run into somebody and you'll be like, oh hey, like you're doing groceries, cool, I wanna walk, like yeah. The other day I was on a run.
Whoa! Let's just give her props for a once-in-a-lifetime achievement.
It's a once-in-a-week achievement, thank you very much.
Not bad.
Anyway, so I was on a run the other day, as one does, regularly.
Were you like running to Trader Joe's because it was closing?
No, I was running for physical exercise. Anyway, so I was on a run, and then I run into someone who's like on their way to Trader Joe's, and then they're like, I'm gonna go buy a plant, and then I was like, okay, so cool, I'm burning calories. Anyway, and then like
You said that to
and then as I was running like away from them, I run into two other people who like are walking down, like going on a walk. And then they were like, yo, like, what are you doing? And I was like,
oh my gosh, I'm just burning calories.
Yeah. And then I run past them. You know what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
that is like what happens in like a small contained neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I think you can like develop that in like suburbs, and that's why there's like block parties and like
true.
community events and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just think that like we need to put ourselves out there and like make those relationships, because I truly feel like they make life blossom.
And I feel like Carol's not trying to brag that she's like popular or whatever.
I am. But yeah.
But I was thinking about like why, like in the times that I've bumped into people in the neighborhood too, like it like makes my day. It like brightens my day.
Yeah.
And I think I realized, especially like soon after we moved to this neighborhood, those were the moments that made me feel like a sense of belonging in like our place, and that I'm like seen in like unexpected ways. And I realized that that's like so intrinsic to
in a human.
Yeah. At least for me, at least for us.
Yeah.
Like to feel, I don't know, like I think it hits like a part of our like souls or like our hearts or our sense of identity and self that like is not conscious. Yeah, but I think or that can only be achieved through community. And also like letting people in and like being willing, desiring to do life with other people too. I feel like something that I wrestled with when I first came to New York, and like I guess just generally new grad, post grad life, was meeting people in like a big city who maybe didn't have the capacity or desire to embed all of life with each other. And that might be because maybe they already have other people in the city, or because like big metropolitan places like this, I feel like breed a lot of individualism, but that's like such a drastic change, I think, from college. And I was like, it might just take a little bit longer than it did in college to like find your people, or find people who you can feel that belonging around. And maybe it's just like one person, or maybe it's just two. But I realized that became important for me. Finding the people where you feel belonging with. On the flip side, one other thing that I feel like I've had to get used to is doing things on my own. And in college, like, I could do things on my own when I wanted to, if I wanted to. But there are times in adulthood where, like, I would do things on my own that I didn't necessarily want to do on my own anymore. But, like, because everybody's paths become a little bit distinct, you know, like, you're not going to have the same job. You're not going to go to the same office as your best friends, or, like, i.e., like, you can't go to class. There's no, like, parallel. There are, like, parts of your life that you start doing independently from other people.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, oh, I'm not used to that, nor did I ask for it.
Yeah. Like, as an adult, yes, as much as I think it's important to be neighborly, like, love the community that you live in and live together in a way that I feel like fosters relationship and doing life together. I agree that, like, also learning to be alone, learning to, like, do things on your own is, like, new development for us. But I know that there's people out there who comfortably do things on their own. Yeah. But for us, I feel like there are ways that you can foster, like, community, but then also enjoy the times of rest when you're alone.
Right.
But knowing that you have, like, your community to fall back on, and you're not feeling lonely in your aloneness.
Yeah.
You're just, like, comfortable in being alone and being able to do things by yourself.
Yeah.
And that's, like, a skill that we've had to learn, probably.
Totally. Hey, like, for those people who are graduating, though, like, adulthood is fun and, like, free in, like, new regards,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I do think I've, like, fully embraced this, like, newfound freedom of, like, after 5 p.m., you spend your day however you want and wish.
And you don't have the impending thought of, I have homework to do, I have a test to study for.
And I feel like get home and do X, Y, and Z,
Yeah. I feel like all of college, that was, like, an impending thought. Like, you constantly had something that you had to be doing until you finish your last final and you could go on winter break.
Yeah.
But it's basically like you have winter break every day, because every day at
After
5 p.m. you don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah. I honestly, in New York, it's so easy to fill, like, your schedule or, like, post work or weekends with other things that I've forgotten a little bit of that, and I'm trying to reclaim it again. I'm like, post 5 p.m. is freedom, is do whatever you want time. Also because I don't know, like, for anyone else who might be coming from California, like, you might have teams who work on the West Coast and are gonna ping you until, like, 6:30 or 7, and
No, we need to stop this.
and you gotta put your foot down sometimes, and, like, because those coworkers are truly logging off at, like, 4:45, and they're getting
in California, they truly are.
And they're gonna get, like, an hour or 2 hours more of winter break than you do per day if you let them keep pinging you. So
Yeah.
go enjoy your winter break every day.
Yeah. Also, boundaries at work, you have the agency to set them. And
no matter what they tell you,
no matter
if they call you a monkey, you're not a monkey. You are a human with a fully developed brain now.
Yeah. And you serve no one.
Like,
Other than, well, your manager, yes, but
just that, like, your life is fully in your own hands, and, like, take that, you know?
Yeah.
Take that and run with it.
Yeah. There were too many times where I answered pings at, like, 10, 11 p.m. at my first job. It gave me, like, such anxiety going back to, like, going to sleep that night, like, waking up in the morning and, like, like, not having had the rest that I needed. I don't know. I feel like there's, at the end of the day, your manager's fire is not your problem.
Woo!
And if their butts are on the line, they have to get something done. Your butt's not on the line. They're going to get punished for it. They're just trying to get you to help them with it.
Yeah. I realized, I feel like corporate breeds off of, like, this new grad energy to prove yourself. And so they'll pay you dirt cheap, and I feel like we're kind of indoctrinated into this, like, you need to do everything. Like, you need to do the grunt work. You need to, like, show that you deserve to be here. And of course, like, congrats. Like, getting a full-time job is really hard, and it's really cool, and you are starting from ground zero.
Yeah.
But I wish that I just trusted that that experience is going to come. You are going to learn and grow, like, without having to respond to pings at 10 or 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, and over time, like, with that experience and exposure, like, through your regular 9 to 5 hours, yeah, you're going to become more and more trusted. It's cool. It's chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to do a good job. Okay.
Yeah.
We also talked about the idea that, like, being a good communicator and being a reliable person / teammate is, like, more important in the corporate world than your talents or than, like, your intellect.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to someone the other day, and he was like, and maybe this is like a Berkeley thing, but like in college, we were all aware of like who the smart people were. Oh. Or I feel like you knew like where you sat on the
IQ
intellect level.
Yeah.
And you always knew like, oh, those were the kids that were really, really like smart and good at school or whatever.
This could be a Berkeley thing though.
This could be a Berkeley thing.
However your school measures it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always
Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, it could be a Berkeley thing. We're very toxic.
Like maybe your school measures, I don't know, social, how many people you know.
I mean, even in high school, I feel like people knew like who the smart kids were and like all this stuff.
Yeah.
But like just because you're smart doesn't mean you're going to like get the furthest in life. And
totally.
And like it doesn't mean that you're going to be like more successful at work in the like if we contain it to the work sense.
Right, yeah.
Like now, I don't think about like who is like smarter than me per se, but it's more like, oh, like this person's like really good at their job, you know, like this person's really capable at their job.
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're smarter.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, like everyone in this like relative level of like all these different smartnesses, we're all relatively in the same place.
Yeah.
Or like the corporate world doesn't reward it as much as I thought it would.
Yeah. I feel like that was a little slap in the face that we've talked about a little before, that like in corporate specifically, like your output or your success is not like directly tied to how much work you put in, or how hard you work. Or I realized that the like building social skills around being a good teammate and being an effective communicator, and then also just like being a little scrappy / like finding opportunities to grow my skill set at work and like showing my proactivity got me a lot further.
But in no means is like what is rewarded in the corporate system like a definition of like good or bad in a person. Like I feel like corporate is like so specifically bred to reward certain things like that. Like being a good communicator, being like an efficient communicator,
taking full ownership,
being proactive. Like I think there are probably other careers out there that don't so I feel like that's also a perspective that I gained. Like I remember getting like feedback from like previous managers that I had that would like be like, oh, you're not proactive enough, you're not blah 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 enough, and that would like wreck me at first when I was a new grad. But I feel like when I think about it now, it's like, oh no, this is like a system, a game, a simulation that I'm in, and this is what this game rewards, and that has no like bearing on like who I am as a person.
And you can decide for yourself if like that's a game that you want to play or not. And if you decide that's not what you want to play, I feel like then you also have options. You could pivot and you could like go into an industry or a career type of vocation that rewards like things that you feel more aligned to, or you could stay and just be like, well, I'm not going to become this person, and maybe that's at the cost of like I don't know, climbing the ladder like as fast as the people who are like doing all of those things, but you're becoming the person who you want to be. And I think I had to decide that for myself at some point too. Like there are certain aspects of like the corporate game that I'm never going to play. I don't want to. And because I made that choice for myself, developing more self-assurance like in who I am becoming based on my values for myself, not what other people say I need to be.
Preach.
Okay, well, that's just the beginning of our thoughts here on the transition from graduating, congrats all you graduates, over to adulthood.
Take it from us.
Take it.
Because we learn these things the
hard
hardest
way.
way possible.
And nothing in college prepares you for it. So they really don't tell you all these things before. They just send you off. They slap that piece of cardboard on your head.
Okay.
And they say, go into the world.
I feel like maybe it's like the parents' job
Oh,
to
maybe.
prepare kids for the real world.
Oh, I wonder if... Because, like, our parents are, like, immigrant. Like, they didn't graduate
Yeah.
in America. And
Yeah.
so, like, they have no idea
Yeah.
what that transition was like
Yeah.
as immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on the older siblings. So, consider us.
Consider us yours.
Unless you're our age. Drop your lessons, too.
Oh, true.
Okay.
Anywho.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember that you belong to me. I don't know if that's the lyric.
Oceans rise, empires fall, and I'll see each other through it all. But when push comes to shove, I will send an armed battalion. No, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
To remind you of love. Okay.
Doo-doo-doo.